Welcome everybody to the first Q&A Central MoDOT video. We're excited. We're going to be taking you guys into just meeting some of our folks that are making all the trains run on time, as well as just getting into some of the things we're dealing with this season. We're going to talk potholes, hopefully wrapping up winter weather, and just get into that a little bit. Joining me today is Jason Shafer. He is the Central District Maintenance Engineer. How long have you been in that role?
I've been in this role almost 5 years.
Okay. And before that, were you with MoDOT? What kind of your journey been getting here?
I have been with MoDOT for 26 years. I started off next door over in the lab, and since then I've worked in the southeast, northwest, northeast districts before coming to Central District 10 years ago.
Okay. Were you in maintenance kind of that whole time? Or?
Maintenance, traffic, and then briefly in a materials and research capacity.
Okay. So a little bit of the whole thing.
Yes.
All right. So obviously what has been the focus through February was winter weather. How did that go here at Central District?
You know, overall I think it went really well this winter, particularly in February with all the storms. You know, we had a lot of really nasty forecasts with the amount of ice that was out there, but you know, a lot of those didn't come to pass as dire as what the prediction was, so that's a very good thing. But it was still some long hours, and just our folks really giving it all that they had for those periods of time.
All right, so as winter we hope is winding down,
yes,
obviously we get back into warmer temperatures, but then at night they drop back down. That leads to potholes, right?
Oh yeah, it will. All of our pavement can have water infiltrate or trickle into it. So whenever you get those temperatures at night with freeze and thaw, if you have water that percolates down inside and it freezes, well, water always expands when it freezes, and there goes your pothole. So, and you know, that's the reason we try to keep our roads in as good condition as we can, so that way it will help minimize the amount of water that can infiltrate down in there, but it's still going to happen. So sadly we have potholes regardless, and we cannot predict where they're going to happen.
So is that a focus right now for our maintenance crews across the district?
Yeah, across the district it is, because we've got a fair number of them. We haven't been hit as harshly as some other districts have been, but we've still got our fair share.
Yep, and it'll probably just keep coming, right?
It's going to keep coming. We've got more freeze-thaw cycles before spring fully gets here.
All right. So does traffic play a part in how many potholes develop? Like interstates, do they get more potholes than, say, a double-lettered route?
You know, generally, a lot of our interstates are concrete. That generally helps slow down the amount of water that will infiltrate versus an asphalt pavement. But, you know, we still get them. Mm-hmm. We still get them. You know, we generally have treated the surface a little bit more often on our higher volume roads, so the water's a little less likely to seep in there. So, you know, there is a difference there, but none of our pavement's immune.
Okay. So just for the folks out there, we know potholes are going to develop. We can't get to them all right away. So right. If you see you're about to hit a pothole, do you have any advice for just managing potholes when you know they're going to be there? If
you know a pothole's coming up, just steer to avoid it. But, you know, don't go swerving out of your lane if you see it last second, anything like that. And and this is just from a protecting your car standpoint, you don't want to be on your brakes as you're hitting it, because that just throws your entire suspension in a bind, and it's enough shock. Why add to it? So
right. And just for folks, if you're out there, you see a pothole, you can report those by calling 1-888-ASK-MoDOT, and we'll get to those as quickly as we can. We appreciate the help. We sometimes call that our pothole patrol.
Yes.
So that helps us know where the really bad ones are, and so we appreciate everybody's help that way. So Jason, is there anything else as we get into spring? I know flooding could be a thing. Right now we're almost on the other end where we don't have water in the river, but what can people be expecting as we get into spring?
We're going to have heavy rains at some point this spring. We may have a number of them, so you know, there's always the flash flooding potential that, you know, you're driving along and there may be a creek or something that's over the road that normally isn't. You always need to be on the lookout for that. We are going to have more crews out on the road doing a broader variety of work than what we were able to do during the winter, so people will be seeing our staff out doing that. So just pay attention and be sure to slow down.
All right. One other thing, and it's not a word anybody likes to hear, but trash is also going to be something that we see. The trash that was covered up by the snow is going to start showing up, and so we work on it as much as we can, but our crews are busy doing things. We also have incarcerated crews that help us, but I'm going to throw a shameless plug for our Adopt a Highway program. If you want to be out there this spring as the trash starts to show, we appreciate your help. You can always go to the Adopt a Highway section of our website, or again, call 188-ASK-MoDOT, and our folks would be glad to help you get into that, and we can find you a spot, or if you know of a spot that means something to you, we appreciate the help, right?
Very much so, yes. Trash is an ongoing problem, so any help we can take would be great. Like you say, we try to get it, but we can't get all of it. Our staff has to focus on other things also, so it's any help we can get is awesome.
Yep, it's a great way to help us, to help the state keep looking good, and just get your steps, get out in the fresh air. It's a good activity. So, Jason, thank you so much. We appreciate you being our inaugural guest.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
We're going to try and do these every couple weeks, so I'm sure as we get into the summer and everything, we'll have you back. So,
Sounds terrific.
everybody, just be sure to make sure you're buckling up, phone down, as the thumbs say behind us here. Watch for work zones. If you don't know where work zones are around you, make sure you go to traveler.modot.org. Or you can download an app straight to your phone that'll tell you where work is taking place, how long a road is going to be closed. You can get a lot more details there. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can search for MoDOT Central District, MoDOT_Central, or visit our website at modot.org/central.